Hi, hello, namaste. You're seeing VC Ready GK Time. Please subscribe, like, and share. Click on the bell icon. One, who was appointed as the chairman of Law Commission for Codification of Indian Laws. Your options: A. Lord Cornwallis, B. Lord Warren Hastings, C. Lord Macaulay, D. Lord Lytton. Your time starts now. Answer is option C. Lord Macaulay. Explanation: a charter enacted by the British Parliament in 1833 provided for the establishment of a law commission for the unification and codification of the law. Indian laws. This act allows for the inclusion of a fourth ordinary member. Lord Macaulay, the Governor-General for India, who was supposed to be a jurist in the making of laws, was appointed as the fourth ordinary member and participates in the meetings of the Governor-General in Council to frame the Bills of Rights. This resulted in the Civil Procedure Code, 1859, and the Indian Penal Code, 1860, and the Code of Criminal Procedure, 1861. A common rule of law applies. Helped homogenize the country as a whole and the administration. Thus became power. Promote national integrity and unity. 2. Consider the following points. 1. At the Lucknow session, the Indian National Congress and the Muslim League put aside their old differences and presented joint political demands to the British government. 2. Abul Kalam Azad's Al-Hilal and Maulana Muhammad Ali's comrades were suppressed by the British government in 1916. 3. Lucknow Pact signed by Indian National Congress, Muslim League was facilitated by Lokmanya Tilak and Muhammad Ali Jinnah. 4. At the Lucknow session of the Indian National Congress, the moderate and extremist factions of the Congress united. Which of the above is correct? Your options: A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2, 3 and 4 only, C. 1, 2 and 3 only, D. 1, 3 and 4 only. Your time starts now. Answer is option D. 1, 3 and 4 only. Explanation: Al-Hilal newspaper written by Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad and the comrade was closed down by the British government. 1914 Press Act. So statement 2 is false. Tilak was released from jail in 1914 and set out to unite the two stream members of the Congress. Jinnah and Tilak believed it. It is time for India to achieve self-rule only through Hindu-Muslim unity. So the statement is correct. So the correct option is D. 3. Which of the following is false about the Indian Councils Act of 1909? Your options: A. It increased the number of elected members to the Imperial Legislative Council and Provincial Legislative Councils. B. They were designed to democratize Indian governance. C. The reforms did not in any way change the undemocratic and foreign nature of British rule. D. The Act introduced a separate electoral system for Muslims for the first time. Your time starts now. Answer is option B. They were designed to democratize Indian governance. Explanation: it was called the Morlemento reforms after the Secretary State of India John Morley and Viceroy of India, 4th Earl of Minto. People of India want a responsible government. The country, but the Sacred Heart of the 1909 reforms was benevolent despotism, and it was basically a subtle attempt to create constitutional despotism. Reforms were made Indian administration was never designed to democratize. So statement B is false. 4. Consider the following points regarding Dar movement. 1. The Dar movement failed to develop a productive and lasting leadership capable of unifying the various elements of the movement. 2. The Gadarites deliberately raised religious sentiments among the Punjabis. Which of the above is correct? Your options: A. Just 1, B. Only 2, C. Both 1 and 2, D. Not 1 or 2. Your time starts now. Answer is option A. Just 1. Explanation: most of Godwright's plans failed or were thwarted by the British agents, and by the end of February 1915, most of the Dar movement had been taken hostages. A special tribunal tried the accused. There are 46 people, including Kartar Singh Sharabha and Vishnu Ganesh Pingil, were sentenced to death. For 69 people, life imprisonment was imposed, and 125 others were sentenced to various terms of imprisonment. Thus, it can be said that the Dar movement failed to produce an effective and stable leadership. It has the ability to integrate various aspects of movements. So, statement 1 is correct. Gadritas consciously set out to create a secular consciousness among the Punjabis. There should be no discussion or debate on religion in the institution. Religion was considered a personal matter and had no place in the institution. 5. Consider the following points regarding the Montfort reforms of 1919. 1. Diarchy was introduced at the provinces. 2. Separate electorate for Muslims continued. 3. Two legislatures are proposed at the centre. 4. The governor cannot ignore the ministers. Which of the above statements are correct? Your options: A. Just 1, B. 1 and 2 only, C. 1, 3 and 4 only, D. 1, 2 and 3 only. Your time starts now. Answer is option D. 1, 2 and 3 only. Explanation: Separate constituencies for Muslims reforms, 1909, initiated under Morlamento continued. So statement 2 is correct. The governor is the executive head of the provincial government. Subjects were grouped into two lists: reserved and transferred. The reserve list is under governor and councillors, and the transferred list is under ministers. Ministers could not overrule the governor of the provinces, so statement 4 is correct, so the correct option is D. 6. Which of the following statements are correct regarding Devyatana? 1. This is an international conference organized by Department of Archaeology, Ministry of Culture, India. 2. Devyatnam aims to highlight the richness of Indian culture reflected through the fascinating architecture of Indian temples. 3. Discussion will focus on regional development patterns, different architectural styles, diffusion of culture in Southeast Asia. Your options: A. Just 1, B. Only 2, C. Only 3, D. All 1, 2. Answer is option D. All 1, 2 and 3. 7. Consider the following statements regarding PM Fasal Bhima Yojana. 1. To provide financial assistance to farmers affected by crop loss damage as a result of natural calamities. 2. National Crop Insurance Portal as a part of PMFBY is provided to provide technology-based through easy enrollment process through the portal with records of land facilities. 3. It is a government scheme under the theme One Nation One scheme, Which of the above statements is false? Your options: A. 2 and 3 only. B. 1 and 2 only. C. All 1, 2 and 3. D. There is none. Your time starts now. Answer is option D. There is none. 8. The Ministry of Power has notified the green hydrogen grease ammonia policy to take a step closer to the main objective of shifting towards renewable energy sources. Which of the following statements regarding green hydrogen green ammonia policy is correct? 1. The government has launched a national hydrogen mission in 2021 to meet the goals of making India a green hydrogen hub with the capacity to produce 5 million tons of green hydrogen by 2050. 2. Waiver of interstate transmission charges for 25 years will be provided to manufacturers who start projects before 30th June 2025. Your options: A. Just 1, B. Only 2, C. Both 1 and 2, D. None of the above. Your time starts now. Answer is option B. Only 2. 9. Regarding Guduchi, as sometimes mentioned in the news, consider the following statements. 1. It is the best rejuvenating herb according to Ayurveda. 2. I grow only in the Himalayan foothills. 3. It is beneficial in the treatment of various metabolic disorders and acts as an immune booster. Which of the above statements are correct? Your options: A. 2 and 3 only. B. 1 and 2 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. All 1, 2 and 3. Your time starts now. Answer is option C. 1 and 3 only. 10. Consider the statements regarding Devika River Project. 1. Devika is a small stream flowing through Udhampur in Jammu and Kashmir. 2. The project is said to be North India's first river rejuvenation project. 3. Devika River is also known as Gupta Ganga. Which of the above statements is true? Your options: A. Just 1, B. Only 2, C. Only 3, D. All 1, 2 and 3. Your time starts now. Answer is option D. All 1, 2 and 3. 11. Assertion: ATSI Pass was implemented in 2016. Reason: the main objective of TSI Pass is to provide approvals for all projects within 30 days as per Invest India portal. Select the answer using the codes given below. Your options: A. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. B. Both A and R are true, and R is not the correct explanation for A. C. Only A is true. D. Only R is true. Ans D. Your time starts now. Answer is option D. Only R is true. 12. Which are the top 3 districts with highest employment generation through investments under TSI Pass across the state? Your options: A. Rangareddy, Warangal, Sangareddy. B. Rangareddy, Nalgonda, Bhadradri Kotagudam. C. Medchal Malkajigiri, Sangareddy, Rangareddy. D. Sangareddy, Medak, Hyderabad. Your time starts now. Answer is option D. Sangareddy, Medak, Hyderabad. 13. Consider the following statements regarding Telangana State Industrial Development and Progress of Entrepreneurs. I. Telangana State Industrial Development and Entrepreneur Advancement launched in 2019 to 22. Telangana State Industrial Development and Development of Entrepreneurs is SC and SENT Community, Women and Special Ability, the state's flagship program to promote entrepreneurship among historically marginalized groups such as. Which of the above statements is false? Your options. A. Only I. B. To only. C. To D. None. Your time starts now. Answer is option B. To only. 14. Assertion. A Telangana government has entered into an MoU with UK government to enable collaboration in startups through T-Hub. Reason. Are the objective of the Telangana government's recent EMU is to promote trade and investment between the two economies in key sectors, mainly agro-based food processing and wood-based industries. Select the answer using the codes given below. Your options. A. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. B. Both A and R are true, and R is not the correct explanation for A. C. Only A is true. D. Only R is true. Your time starts now. Answer is option D. Only R is true. 15. Consider the following statements regarding the extent of women entrepreneurs. I. WeHub is a state-led incubator established in 2021. 2. Plays a particularly important role in promoting entrepreneurial skills in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. WeHub. 3. WeHub's main objective is to promote women entrepreneurship in Telangana. How many of the above statements are correct? Your options. A. Only one statement. B. Two statements only. C. All three statements are given above. D. None of the above. Answer is option B. Two statements only. 16. Consider the following statements about T-Hub. I. Telangana state government has set up T-Hub in 2018. 2. The main objective of T-Hub is to enable and empower the innovation ecosystem in the state and create impact for startups, corporations, and other stakeholders. 3. T-Hub bagged the Best Incubator in India award at Pitt's National Startup Awards 2022. 4. Lane B32 is the flagship innovation program of T-Hub. How many of the above statements are correct? Your options. A. Only one statement. B. Two statements only. C. Only three statements. D. All the statements are given above. Your time starts now. Answer is option C. Only three statements. 17. Consider the following statements. I. Rajiv Gandhi International Airport has been adjudged Best Airport Staff in India and South Asia in the Skytrax World Airport Awards 2022. 2. Rajiv Gandhi International Airport is ranked 23rd in the 2022 World's Top 100 Airport League. Which of the above statements is false? A. One only. B. Two only. C. 2. D. None. Your time starts now. Answer is option B. 2 only. 18. Consider the following statements regarding ocean acidification. 1. It makes sea water with pH less than 7 acidic. 2. It makes it easier for corals to build their skeleton. 3. It benefits photosynthetic algae and seagrass. Which of the above statements are correct? Your options: A. 1 and 2 only, B. 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, D. 1, 2 and 3. Your time starts now.